Welcome back to Project Ozone 3, and today we're going to get started by upgrading our not tools, but upgrading our weapon. I've forged some Supremium knife blades. Now, if we have a look down here, or over here, well, in fact, no, we can go downstairs. I've started just sorting this stuff out. We have lots and lots of tier 5 seeds. So, if I want even more of these, I can just go and plant these. Now, this is pretty ridiculous at this point, the amount of Supremium. Sorry, not Supreme, the amount of essence we're actually getting. So we do sort of need something like a crafter to take care of this. It is pretty annoying to try and deal with otherwise, but we can make sure that our system generates lots and lots of essence. Now, I haven't gone through and 10 them with, the seed analyzer and agricraft yet, because frankly, at tier 5, it's already ridiculous. And yeah, I'll just store them in there for now. Oh, tier 4s? Oh, who needs tier 4s? Go away. Okay, so we've got lots of essence coming in. We're already up to 59 stacks. Now that quickly changes into Supremium, and that is not very much when you get down to it. You end up with quite a small amount after all of that, but I got enough to basically craft Supremium ingots. These. Okay, and they require the previous tier of ingots, and it goes all the way down, so you get to base essence, which is just for prosperity around an iron ingot. Good. So I then cast them into knife blades, and we can then upgrade our shuriken with 2 extra blades. Now, if you notice at the top there, the ones I'm actually replacing is going to be, let me just put one in. You'll see I've got the light green color. If I just move this around, 2 light green colors at the top. Those are the 2 original emeraldic blades. So we just want to make sure we replace both of the top ones and not the Enderium and not the Manulin. So you'll see it says Supremium, Enderium, Manulin, Shuriken now. So it has Prosperous and Durite. Neither of those are really very good, although it drops Prosperity Shards, so I don't mind that. And your 2 last longer. Doesn't matter because it's already unbreakable. However, if you look at the damage value, it's 9.71 from 7.15. So that's a fairly big increase, and we can get started with that. So that's coming up and should be even more damage. Good. Now we can go and take a look at the Twilight Forest if we wanted to, because we opened that up last episode. However, to get started with a Lord Craft, I think we just need to take this block of Simple Crystal, put it through a crafting bench of any kind, and we should get the quest, I would have thought, which grants us access to lots of other stuff. Are you going to detect? There we are, simple crystals. I've got to find out which category it is first of all, but once I find that, we should be okay. Simple crystals, there you are, Moo. Okay, simple crystals, and we get a Book of Knowledge. The Book of Knowledge is basically the book for the Lordcraft mod. And I don't really want to make sure I don't want to use those simple crystals until I get a lot more. So I'll just keep them there for now. And let's actually just get rid of these rack. There we go. And in fact, why don't I just open a couple? We're on to 3 stacks now. So let's just grab a stack and let's go up to the reward tier. What do you need? You need 80. Oh, wow. Okay, I need another 16. There we go. This better be worth it for 80 of these. It's not going to be, though, is it? It's just not. Loot chest. Dragon egg crux. Okay. I'm fine. That is for growing dragon eggs on, if I remember rightly. Something along those kind of lines. In certain mods, anyway. Yeah, you need to grow dragon egg seeds on top of dragon egg cruxes to get dragon egg essence. And these are Supremium and Dragon Scales. Block of Diamond, Dragon Scales, only drop from Ender Dragons. So you can't make this without making an Ender Dragon normally. We've got it. However, you still need Dragon Scales anyway for the seeds. So we haven't really accomplished much except gone through that one quest and completed it. What's the last one? Why is the last one 60? Okay, well, we may as well just take another stack and do this last one, because then we'll have all those top row done. Yep. And claim. And a Cryotheum Cooler. Haven't I already had one of those before? Yeah. Never mind. So I'm not going to worry about that top row of rack anymore. We've done all the loot chests. There is this second one that gets you flight, and that would require 768 racks, so you can save up for that if you want. And the other one is night vision. That's actually quite useful. Yeah, I'm tempted to get that one, but every one of more of those ability totems I get, it unfortunately causes a bit of a problem in that it starts using my saturation, and I haven't yet seen in here a totem that gives me the saturation effect. Let's have a look. Is there any in there? Jump boost, to magnetize, haste, fertility. Fertility just makes animals fertile. Water breathing, step assist, speed, strength, power stare. No, nothing yet. Maybe that'll come later. But we do get another patient bag. That's potential nether stars. Bat bag. A hero with no praise or glory. I'm bat bag. Why don't we see what's in a bat bag? It's just accessorizing for Batman. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, and is there anything else in here that I really want? These are all individual stacks, of course. We've got so much stuff in there now. No, I'm really looking for these ability totems. I want the saturation one that gets rid of my hunger. You'll see I've also put an extra layer of basic draw 2x2s around the place. They are there primarily to just serve for enchanted books, just to get them out of the way of this bag opener. And if we have a look over here, you'll see that I need to get even more. Oh no, they're already filled up. Are any of these worth anything? Flame... Fortune 2, Eternal Compass. Yeah, go away. Okay, what's the bat bag? We can spot a bat. As you might imagine from the bat bag, that actually would be fairly useful had I not already captured a bat by Golden Lasso or Lasso or whatever you want to pronounce that. It's in one of these chests somewhere, and it's because, you know, for the flight ring you need the captured. You need a captured chicken, a captured bat, and I'm going to say probably a squid at some point, but yeah, let's just dump this in here, and we can put more of these loot bag openers to do that faster, but not too concerned at the moment. So what are we going to do today? Well, we want to go and look at this book of knowledge. Okay, mod concept researching is probably the research we need first, and yeah, so let's have a look. Do some research, simply spell the word using inscription tiles. Blank inscription tiles need to be in the inventory if you want to do research. Okay. And fine. So let's look at blank inscription tiles. No? Tile? Inscription tile? There we go, presumably. No. Well, maybe there. So that's, yeah. It's a good thing we went through Embers, isn't it? Or we have to go through Embers, because we're going to need simple crystals, or we're going to need mana-infused ingots. Paper, straightforward. Amber crystals are also now straightforward. Mana-infused ingots, why don't I remember exactly what those are? They're typical... Oh, mithril. That's fine. I think we get mithril from... Did we get it from Siving already? Mithril? Is it in there? No. Have I got some from Siving before? Yes, I have. Okay, so we can already create that just with our usual recipe and then smelt it down. I'll just do some of that now, just so we've got some on hand, just in case it comes up. And let's put that down and disable that. And you won't be smelted. Maybe it needs something hotter than lava to actually smelt it. Oh well, we've got plenty of mithril. At least we will have 24 mithril once it's able to smelt it. Good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead on over into the Twilight Forest, have a look around. The crystals that you need for Lordcraft are in the Twilight Forest, so I'll have a look around anyway, and we'll come back once I've found, well, hopefully some of them. We'll see. Okay, I'm back from the Twilight Forest now, and unfortunately when I came back through, it didn't put me back onto my portal up there. It put me way beyond the island, and luckily I had a jetpack and a glider, so that's worthwhile if you're going to do it yourself. Get a jetpack and a glider. In my case, that was fine, and one other thing I wanted to say is there's been an update to the pack since maybe an episode or two ago, and this quantum battery is no longer craftable, it seems. You can charge it, fair enough, there's a recipe for charging, but there isn't one for actually making it. So, yeah. Also, I think either I missed it or maybe it's changed as well, is the Ame Controller. If you remember, I was stuck on processors, and processors come from inscribers, which is relatively easy to make, but the inscribers themselves need Certus Quartz Essence. that is something we can actually do, because it comes from Certus Quartz Seeds, and they, again, aren't too terrible to make now that we have the essence. Okay, so Certus Quartz Seeds, and we're just going to dump it in our farm. I don't mind a couple less of the other plants, so I'm just going to remove one for now. Pop this in, and it should reproduce itself. It's still only tier 3, of course, but it is in range of our lily pads down there, so should give me some Certus Quartz essence pretty quickly, and that should get me the presses. And there should be 4 kinds of presses. Yep, so its calculation is just a pure Certus Quartz crystal, diamond, gold, and as you might imagine, silicon, and that is usually yeah, so it's quartz dust, or really nether quartz dust in a furnace will produce silicon, and because we can get that from sieving, so there's no problem there. One other thing, you can get that mana infused ingots already, and to do that, just put them in a regular furnace instead of a smeltery. This one's producing invar for me at the moment. I actually need to pour some of that out. The invar is just so that I can upgrade some of these machines. In particular, I can then upgrade my redstone furnace to double ores, and that will mean that the smeltery will be largely redundant apart from either alloying. In fact, it's pretty much just alloying at that point, yeah. So there's no issue there. So we've got a few things to get going with. What I'd like to start with, I think, is first of all getting the various AE stuff. We want some inscribers first of all. And not that I'm going to automate them this episode, but I am going to want to make a few sticky pistons, get plenty of iron, and then get some Fluix crystals. And the Fluix crystals also have Fluix essence, which is probably more interesting to actually make. Yeah, this requires tier 4 crafting seeds and Fluix crystals. So tier 4, again, is not hard to make now that we have an essence farm. I don't have the crafting seed, but I have pretty much everything else. To make crafting seeds, if you aren't already aware, just get yourself some regular seeds and put them inside prosperity shards, and then you just keep working your way up. So, you know, just get 4 of you, and there we go. And then we'll just continue our way up. I'll not do it on camera, but yeah, you get the idea. All the way up until we get to blue, and then we want a blue seed with 4 blue surrounds like this. And then we're okay to go. We just need the Fluix crystals. So I'll make a few of those, and I'll put those on our little farm as well, just so that we start to get passively some essence for those too. And here we go. We've got 4 batches of Certus Quartz essence, and we can just go through each of these. So the inscriber press, the logic press, the Certus calculation press, I should say, and the silicon press. So we've got all 4 of those available now. Cool. And then I have to go and get some pistons sorted out. So excuse me a second. Hang on. We're getting quests complete. Are we getting quests complete for all of those, or are they just going to be just the one? Just the one, unfortunately. Well. We're going to need lots more rack. Yeah, that's going to lead us towards Inscription, of course, so we need to make inscribers. Okay, inscribers, relatively straightforward now. We're going to make 5, just because I've got enough materials for that. The inscribers themselves are pretty cool. The advanced inscribers are even better, but we'll get to those soon enough. Inscription. That's spelt wrong. Okay. Fair enough. And then we can get to the pressed circuits and the advanced inscriber. Okay, the most important thing that we get through at the moment is the pressed circuits, so that we can get an ME system. Okay, so terrible automation done. And this is how this setup works so far. Just an energy acceptor that's just pulling from our typical battery. It's converting over into the kind of energy that ME likes, getting straight to all the inscribers. And then they are all just making stuff. So in here, we're making a printed engineering circuit. We're going to need some of those. And these are the printed silicon. Unfortunately, because they're regular inscribers, not the advanced kind, I don't think they can stack multiple of these. So you have to kind of put one in at a time, apart from the back, where you can sort of feed stuff in. I wonder if the top actually works. Is it sided such that I can go for the top for that? Looks like you maybe will. Let's have a look. Yes, you will. Okay, and I'm sort of out of sides to really try and feed stuff into the bottom, but I can do that manually for now. And yeah, that is working. So we've now got an engineering processor, which means that unlocks the Ame Controller, I think. Let me just have a look. The Ame Controller recipe is some skystone blocks, some pure Fluix crystals, and we can make pure ones, I think. Hang on. Pure Fluix crystals, enrichment chamber. Yeah, enrichment chamber is probably the easiest. Fluix dust and sand. Yeah, I'm going to make some of those. And there we go, an ME controller. Done. Do I get a quest for that? I really should get a quest for that. That should be, is it locked behind something still? No, I should be getting a quest. Yeah, there we go, ME controller. Cool, and that is getting us some more rack, fair enough. ME security, I'm not worried about just yet. Quantum storage is an interesting one. Quantum storage unit, I assume that's the same as the deep storage units. So they'll probably store 2 billion items. Sort of equivalent to like an upgraded storage drawer. ME drives, let's see what they take to actually make, because they're the next step to get across to an ME storage. ME drive. Pretty much got everything there. One. That should make the second one, and then the rest is just iron. And some glass cable. There we go, our first ME drive. Things are moving along quite rapidly. You can convert it into a fixture if you like, which just goes straight onto cables. I sort of prefer the drivers. It's got 8 slots, not 6, but up to you entirely. It takes a bit more room. And then we need to start looking at, well, 1K drives, maybe. Yeah, let me have a look for that first of all. 1K storage cell. What do we need for you? Quartz glass we've already got. Redstone we've already got. We just need logic processors and any Certus quartz. Good, I think we can actually do that. So with that done, we've got the basis of an ME system. What we probably want to do is maybe another energy acceptor if we actually want those separate. So what's the energy acceptor? At least we probably want them separate at the moment. Okay, that's relatively straightforward, just quartz glass, and I think I've got some quartz glass around. Yep, got some there. Great, so we'll just take one of those, and then that will let me hook it up to the existing R system, but separately from all of these, just to keep things nice and neat. I sort of want it upstairs, I think. I'm going to put it directly above here, and then run a cable straight up. So that would sort of indicate that we maybe have a system, well, around about here. For now, it needs to be somewhere else separate, later, but for now it'll do here. Okay, let's put the energy acceptor down. We could put it one lower, actually. Yeah, because I don't need access to the I don't need access to it, and I don't need access to the controller directly. So then we can put other stuff up here. Do you want to put the drives in front of it, or yeah, let's put them side by side for the moment, and then we'll bring just some regular glass cable for the moment. Later we will go up to smart cable. That will be much better. But this gets us something going temporarily. Oops, I probably want to get rid of that for a second. Yeah, let me just put one on top. There we go. And I can craft some more stuff. However, I'm going to need to craft some, well, first of all, get that energy acceptor sorted out. Where are you in relation to all of this? Not too bad, actually. It's on the wrong side of the battery, I guess. Is there an input side and an output side? Yeah, I've attached these to the input side. Whoops. I can sort that out later. And this would also be to the input side if I connected to there, but if I connected underneath here, I need to come up from behind, something like here. Yeah, that'll connect. We're going to have to move you again, sorry. I'm always moving this thing. There we go. It's just at the end of our network, so energy conduit. And it's going to come down here, so let's just... That's actually not too bad in terms of placement. Could be worse. Bit ugly, but we're going to want some kind of wireless system later anyway. There we go. And then I can connect this thing back here. Probably here, actually. So I'm just going to put another solid block in the way. Put our button back. We're going to need a connection there. There we go. I can just throw stuff into that corner and hit the button. Good. All right, now that should have lit up. It has, so the Ame Controller's online. Now we need to craft a few, well, we can go for 1Ks, but I tend to go for 4Ks if you've watched my previous series. 4K storage cell. And just because they're nice, let's compromise between the number of types it can store, i.e. different types of items like iron ingot, gold ingot, and the number of bytes it can store. Later we'll go straight to 64K, but we need a lot more resources for that. Let's get to this first. And because you've seen all this, it's all the same kind of stuff we've already been making, so I will leave that out of the video and skip forwards until I've got some drives. Now, I did make one 4K drive. By the way, I did notice that I attached this without an energy acceptor. It seems to work fine for the moment. If there's something wrong with that, that's fine. At least I've got a spare. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna need some logic processors and to just make a terminal. So I want a crafting terminal, but we need a normal terminal before that. So we need some formation cores. I'm gonna need some Certus quartz, just one, I think. Yep. So crafting terminal, formation core, and we want the annihilation core. And then we just need the illuminated panel. And that's going to require a few things. I just need some glowstone. Get 3 of them, not that I need 3. 1 terminal, and then we want the crafting terminal, which is a crafting station and a calculation processor. I've got the calculation processor, crafting station should be straightforward. How will that actually do? It will. Good. Crafting terminal. You can see my single lone little drive there. And we have an ME system. Oh, so nice. One of the good rewards is this press circuits quest, which gives you a choice of processors. Yes, the engineering ones require diamonds, which is rarer than logic, but I'm using more logic at the moment anyway, because they're needed for the storage components, so I just thought I'd claim those. And we've got 16 of them, which is kind of cool. And then the rest were back to racks again, unfortunately. We'll just claim some of the... Ooh, some of these quests are now getting more than 5 racks. That's quite interesting, and maybe that'll get us towards flight if we can get... well, if we can get a lot more of those. So, I thought we already crafted that. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to go and craft more of those 4K drives, because even though I'm starting to put stuff in here, I'm not putting uncommon stuff in here too much yet. I want all the main stuff that we normally craft stuff with in there first, and that will just help so that I don't overwhelm this system with types, which is the main problem at the very start of AE2, not so much later on. Okay, so I add an extra layer to our sifters. This is just a separate storage system entirely with a drawer controller, all compacting drawers, just so that it gets us to the sort of chunk stage. And then from here, when we just automate all the processing of this stuff, we'll just be able to pull straight from this drawer controller, and we want to pull the specific kinds of chunks, and that will get us what we need. Is there anything left in here? No, there isn't. Good. So this is currently containing everything we get from dust. There is going to be more, unfortunately, from the various different things. Gravel, this should already cope with it because it's already got a diamond, which comes from gravel only, I think. And yes, we're pretty good. However, diamonds, on the other hand, I thought we'd actually improve if we go down here. You'll see I've been making some premium essence and upgraded our crafting seeds all the way to tier 5. And then we've also surround that with diamonds, and you get diamond seeds, and we're going to go and do the same thing with diamond as we did with the other things earlier in the episode. So we've got Fluix seeds, we've got Certus quartz seeds, we've got inferium seeds. Let me just get rid of that one and put it there. And now we should get diamond seeds. There they go. And diamond seeds do take a little bit more to actually grow. Diamond seed. You can put them in the photogenic insulator. Yes, that's for certain. But basically, tier 5 will get you 1 diamond essence. Now, we could try and breed them, but that would require 2 diamond seeds, which is a lot of essence, and I don't really have that right now. So we'll passively get that, and it'll appear in this thing right here. And in fact, if I go and get a basic drawer, I can just set up so that just goes into a drawer. Let's just get some view. Yep, and I'm just going to use this to make lots of chests. Always useful. And then we'll just convert across more wood. That'll do for now. Do I want that many? Yeah, probably not, but at least I've got the ingredients if I do. Let's take 8 for now. And then we will, not sure what I got stacked. We'll pop down here and then pop another one of you on top. And then my ender pouch. I haven't really explained what I do with this, but I normally do this every series. I just create an ender pouch to an ender chest, and this just has stuff in it that I don't want to lose if I die. Tools, conduits, etc., and that is very useful. And then you have an ender pouch available anywhere that doesn't, you don't have to worry about soulbound enchanting it or anything like that. Here we are. Yep. And we just set that to an insert, not an extract, and that should handle itself. I did want to make sure I set this up right, didn't I? I did mention that earlier in the episode, so let's just make sure this goes down and underneath that way, not this way. Let me just break that for a second. I need a Yeta wrench, but that'll do for now. So that's an insert only, and that's broken the power. I don't need to worry about, well, let me just get rid of that one while I'm at it as well. Insert only. And then we just make sure we run the power conduit underneath. Having said that, our power is pretty much drained an awful lot at the moment. That sorts that thing out. Our power's been drained just because we don't have this running all that quickly. And in fact, are we out of... No, we're not out of lava, we're out of actual power. So it's not so much this side as there's this side. So Blood Moon, obviously no solar power coming in, and we've only got 1 magmatic generator, and now we've got an AE system hanging off it. So easiest thing to do for that is just to make more magmatic generators until the lava runs out, and then of course we need to scale up lava. Do I have enough around? Let's just see, magmatic. Just to create a few of these, it's going to need a furnace generator. Yeah, so let's just make a few furnaces first of all. And then we want some machine blocks. That needs redstone. Ugh, that's always the problem, because I need to get more redstone. So let's just make a few of those. Hopefully, well, maybe just 1 it looks like from this. I need a bucket. Is there any in the system? Nope. Okay, it'll be in my backpacks then. And hopefully this will help a little bit. Magmatic. I need the step before, don't I? Magmatic. Furnace gen. And I'm 1 short of redstone. Yep. I'm going to need to automate this, so I'm feeding this constantly with a supply of dust, I think. I have just been dumping stuff in here for now, and it sort of works, but yeah, redstone's going to be a shortage. Let me get some pulverizers if I can. I may have to make another batch of redstone manually, but pulverizers. What does it take to make those? Do we have any of the ingredients? Copper gears. No, we have no copper. We have no redstone for this. Okay, let me do a lot of stuff off camera 1 second and let me get some pulverizers in. Okay, so the pulverizers are now in place and they should be exporting our various basic resources that we need. Here, you'll see them pop up.
Behind and below, you'll see I've got the traditional kind of setup there. Just basically the cobblestone generator outputting upwards. In each case, all the stuff is outputting upwards. The downside is that some of these, well, they don't have upgrades yet, which means they can't get rid of the secondary output. So they may get jammed, but I will sort that out once I get some upgrades in place. I haven't linked it directly to this input yet, but all that we need to really do is just pull in from, let's say, well, any side really, just straight. In fact, we can probably reuse and just send it around underneath and have a channel for this particular box, and we'll have that running into the item conduit that's just underneath this. And just to finish off, I think I'll upgrade it to the next tier of cobblestone generator, at least for our lava generator, and that gets us tier 3. Okay, and that should get us a quest back in the alpha section, hopefully, there. Yep, and then what's cobble generator 4? Cobble gen 4 is blaze rods. That's actually not too hard. Blaze, what have I got for blaze? I've not got enough blaze rods, but I've got blaze powder, and we do get that as part of some sieving, and we may well get it as part of our mob farm as well. Let's just head over here. This is starting to really fill up at this point. I'm able to craft some upgrades. We don't have huge amounts of emerald, otherwise I'd go for emerald upgrades, but you'll see if I go behind here. I'm sorry for the noise. Oops, let me just make sure my magnet's off. Yeah, so it's starting to fill up. I've added some gold upgrades, so some of this is going down, but you'll see some of this is still basically maxed out, and that's things like the heads and trophies and all the other minor little stuff like that. Is there anything in that one? Nope, that's caught up again. Good. So, yeah, it's filling up very, very rapidly, and I'll have to keep an eye on it. Do we have... what did he even come over here for anymore? Blaze rods, blaze anything? No, we may have to set up a blaze farm. We can actually get it via the means. Blaze powder itself comes from sieving. So we just sieve dust, and we do get blaze powder as a byproduct. So I will use the blaze powder and upgrade that cobble generator to the next tier. And then from that next tier, what's the last one? Is it just emerald, maybe the last one? Cobble gen? Yeah, have we got enough emeralds? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I have enough emeralds, I just don't have enough of any of the precursor stuff. So for the for 8 blaze rods, we need 40 blaze powder, so we should be okay. I just put it through the compactor down here, and we'll just compact them all up. You'll see I've already got the magmatic generators in here now. They're all nicely working. And we have an energy cube, which, take all the power out of it for a second, should be regenerating. Yeah, it is. Good. So we're keeping ahead of the power, and we've now got pulverizers running constantly. I may have to muffle those, but I think we got a muffler as part of one of the mods. I want to say it's in one of these, muffler. So not as part of one of the mods, it's part of one of the quest rewards. I'm almost sure we got some. Saves me just making it if we did. Muffler. No. No. Yes, there we are. And hopefully thermal expansion responds to it, unlike mechanism where you have to craft something completely separately. I just want this not to be... Oh, I've built these... Oh my. I'm going to move the solar generators. Sometimes. Let me just get rid of these. I wanted them in that particular space though, so these are easy enough to move. I can just move them out onto conduits. Let's bring you this way. And again. And yeah, I'm just about underneath here, so I've got enough room for 2 of them. I'll fit the 3rd one off camera once I get more conduit binder or something. Yes, mufflers. Nope. Such a great block, just doesn't work with so many different mods. Such a shame. Every mod that just says, hey, I'm going to create my own sound system because it's better than the default. And then it doesn't work with mufflers. Great. Anyway, I will just put this diamond one. In fact, I will upgrade it off camera. And are you finished now? You are? Good. I can upgrade it on camera then. And there we go. Cobble gen. We want that for the quest. Come on, quest. There we go. Then we want the next one for the quest as well. Should be that one. There we go. Alright, so how much did that get us? Couple Gen 3 is 5 rack. Couple Gen 4 is 5 rack. It should really be more than that for the higher tiers. Honestly, 5. There we go. Another 5. Okay, so all the cobble gens done, and we've got a top tier cobblestone generator. And I'm just going to feed that and put that onto the lava system rather than anything else. So over here, this will certainly fill this up. And we may want something better than the hopper to actually feed in. We can probably just pull straight from an inventory, but this will do for now. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, and there is our top tier one. I want a torch on top. Okay, you should be generating faster than that unless it's already being pulled through. Whoops. It's being pulled quite fast. Yeah, it's been pulled out quite fast. We need to get something faster than that. I'll do that off camera, or maybe you can comment if you've got any suggestions. I think we can just get some mechanism to pull it straight through. In fact, it will dump stuff into an inventory straight above it. So if we just move that across, let's do this now. Actually, do I have a crate? My system probably has a crate. Let's go and grab one of those, just so we've got a decent sized buffer, or indeed. Well, a drawer would do, actually. We just get a basic drawer. Yep. And then we should be able to pull straight from it, unless this lets us pull straight from it anyway, so we'll see. Let's go over and see what this allows us to do. Okay, there we go. And either I'm going to pull straight from it, or pull straight from a drawer, either way. So let's just put you there. Can I drag you in? Are these filling? They look like they're filling. Yep, so I don't need to do anything else. That should be fine. And we may need to speed this up later, but that's not a problem. These are going to output lava just fine as well. How many lava have we got so far? Well, it's going up, so that's good. And we are into the, well, so that's 3 digits. We're into so 12,000 bucket range. I love Sky mod packs sometimes. Okay, so we're pretty much done for the episode, I think, guys. We've got an AE system up and running. We've got an automated compacting system from our sieves up and running. Automated, well, basic resources. So I can just grab a whole stack of dust, and that will be automatically put into there. It won't sieve dirt, presumably because it needs the string approach. Why are you not inserting? I'll figure it out off camera. Anyway, we've got a lot of the stuff done, and a lot of the quests done. We're into the Twilight Forest, although I'm not going to show you much of it just yet. And then we have a lot of seeds on the go. In particular, we've now got diamond seeds, Fluix seeds, and Certus quartz seeds, making AE2 a little bit better for us to actually do stuff with. So if you've got any suggestions, feel free to put them in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you next episode for some more Project Ozone 3. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to, and click the bell to get notifications. Unfortunately, YouTube have now decided that you can't automatically post to Twitter. In their wisdom, because no one would want to read anything on any other platform. So in this case, the bell is pretty much the easiest way to get notifications now. I would have mentioned Twitter otherwise. You can always ask me questions there, of course, at Greydust on Twitter. Otherwise, we'll see you next episode for some more Project Ozone 3, as I said. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.